I mean, I'm going to jump, we're dealing at the same sort of time period, I suppose. But my fact is that in ancient Greek myth, Zeus decreed exactly who was and was not allowed to worship in his temples. And there's a text that indicates Zeus saying the following to his followers. He said, no man who is blind or lame, disfigured or deformed.
Shucks.
No man with a crippled foot or hand, or who is a hunchback or a dwarf.
Zeus was a dickhead.
Yeah. Or who has any eye defect, or who has festering. Festering or running sores.
Aww.
And this is my favorite bit. Or damaged testicles. Which is how I'm linking this fact, you see. Yeah, none of those people are allowed to worship in Zeus's temples. Yeah.
You know what's funny about damaged testicles is they look damaged anyways.
They're hilarious as long as they're not yours. Like someone else's testicles getting viciously damaged is one of the funniest things in humanity for the last 1,000 years. But if they're your testicles, it's the opposite of funny. It's terrible.
If there's one message I want to give to the world,
Yeah.
and it's to the women of the world, when an oak gets kicked in the nuts, women think it's the fucking funniest.
It is the funniest. No, Ryan, I think it's
fucking
Ryan,
sore.
if Dietz came out of his little cave, if Dietz came out of his little sound cave and he came here now and he punched you in the balls, I would laugh until I cried. If he came out here and punched me in the balls, I would just cry and I would never come back here.
Oh,
That is the
very
difference.
bad.
It's just a thing. It's just
The
society.
jumping on your heels thing does work though.
Does it?
Yeah, and then the cricket players would if the batsman got bowled in his nuts, even if he had a box on and it hit the
It
nuts,
doesn't really help
It's
that
like
much.
lie on the floor and then one eye could kick him in the heels.
I see.
Yeah. Well, now I found a jump and land on your heels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, is
So
Zeus
sore.
a dick who does not allow the blind, the lame, the disfigured, the deformed, the crippled of hand or foot, hunchbacks, dwarves, people with eye defects, or festering or running sores? I mean, or damaged testicles into his temples. Did he not allow that?
Yeah, I'd say so, dude.
That is my
And
fact.
it sounds like fucking concentration camps, man. Fuck. Excuse my French. Yes, I'd say that's true. Zeus is a dick.
Yeah.
And he that's what he said.
So as it turns out, it's false. It's a lie. It's a lie. And it's a lie because it wasn't Zeus. It was the Christian God who laid down these laws to Moses in Leviticus 21:17 to 24. Do you see what I did there?
No damaged testicles.
Not only did I connect to your fact via damaged testicles, I connected via Christianity as well. I feel like I deserve a prize, really.
You know the Christian cop out, eh? Well,
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Old Testament.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, exactly. But I mean,
damaged
listen,
bollocks, eh? Seriously, no
Yeah.
damaged bollocks,
Yeah,
eh?
but listen, a lot of Christians will
Festering.
believe some of the Old Testament things
Yes,
like
yes, yes.
homophobia and adultery. Wait.
That old thing.
Yeah, that
and,
old
thing. But I think, I mean, there would be a justification, even though it's like a harsh justification, and that is that, before the redemption.
Yeah, Jesus
of
repealed all the
Calvary,
laws.
Yes,
He took them all away. Yeah.
there was that's what pure righteous holiness required. There could be no blot or speck or beast with a lame leg on the altar of sacrifice. And so, yeah.
So there you are. The reason
Shame,
I felt
eh?
okay including it is because it comes from an area of study called Abrahamic mythology. So, some people call it Christianity and Islam and things, but the scholars call it Abrahamic mythology. So I thought the whole thing well within a target and not just a way to lure you in and smack you around the head, which I quite enjoyed, just like I would if Dietz came out and punched you in the nuts.